All right. It's day 40. I don't know. We're in the 40s. That's all I know. It's chest and shoulders. Should be pretty sweet. Fucking. Probably just gonna do the same shit as normal. Pretty much some kind of pressing movement in the beginning. Thinking dumbbells. Then jump to some pec deck. Maybe probably jump onto a machine incline press. Finish off with some cable flies. And then shoulders. Just gonna spam lateral raises, right? Like the side delt work. That's pretty much just gonna be fucking 11 sets of just straight up lateral raises, you know, just 20 reps or so. Nothing bananas. And then rear delts, same thing, except with like the rear pec deck. Or maybe some bent over dumbbell flies. Those feel pretty good. So again, the weight is fucking stuck at 250. I'm losing my mind. But just give it a little time, should break through. So let's fucking get in there, goddammit. Oh, whoops. There we go. That should be good. So it's a good rule of thumb to turn down the exposure a few clicks if you're trying to pose. Whew. So chest day. Fuck. Today was heavy. A lot of pressing. I was kind of surprised how much I like the barbell bench. I haven't done that for like, I don't know, a while. Usually it kind of bothers my forearms and my elbows, but felt all right today. Maybe I'll throw it back in the routine, especially because the dumbbells are too fucking light. I'm really starting to lose my mind. Like the 150s are, well, actually the 150s can do some damage. I fucking smushed my hands re-racking them earlier, but whatever. Certainly pumped. Whew. Oh my goodness. Oh. Not a ton of crazy chest poses. You know, lat spread, side chest. Nothing super gnarly. Arm posing is more fun. You get to do all sorts of random shit. So, I think I'll just make this one kind of short. So if you do want to see a shoulder workout, just go back to the last chest and shoulder day. And all your questions will be answered as to what it looks like. So, in terms of the Arnold, holy shit, the Arnold's going on this weekend. I'm like 98% sure that I'll go on Saturday. Pretty much for the majority of it. So if anybody's there and they spot the like the copyrighted hat that I'm always wearing, come up and say something. That'd be fun. Even if there's just a few of you out there. So I'm gonna go finish shoulders, get calves done, then fucking roll. Whoa, Sam, what the fuck? It's the sun's out. It wasn't out when you got there. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to get into it. All right. let's just fucking roll. Workout done. I gotta go to bed. I'll tell you what, what's really important for muscle growth, it's not the time that you're sleeping, it's the amount that you get. It's about how much sleep you get, alright? So, if you're a nocturnal animal, you can still grow. But I should get on a normal sleep schedule. This is fucked up. Whew. Either way, chest thrashed, shoulders like normal, calves like normal. There we go. Oh shit, red light. Fuck. Got the dextrose post-workout shake. This shit will make you grow over time better than if you didn't drink it. And if you want the explanation, go watch another video. See, look at that, I'm capitalizing. I'm making you go watch the other shit. Giving you incentives. Man, this shit tastes fucking bad though. If you're ever making like a weird ass shake, trying to get your calories down, or if you're eating something gross for whatever reason, just try to slam it. It's gonna make it way easier. Oh shit, you know what? I think Goodwill might be open right now. So people will ask me where I get my clothes, because I got, you know, I'm always just rocking like the plain tees, cool ass pants. So they're always asking where the fuck do I get them? Now in terms of the shirts, that's pretty much always Goodwill. That's where you can find like some oversized kind of baggy shit. Always looks pretty good. And the pants that I'm always wearing in like every video, those are in the first back day description on Amazon. You're gonna want to get the big. You're gonna want to get at least the double XL. They run small in that sense. Okay, let's fucking slam this fucker. Ah, got a little left. Oh, yeah, that's unsettling to the stomach. Fuck. Somebody was asking me what kind of vitamins would I recommend. Right? I always say take my vitamins. What am I doing? Just go get like a men's multivitamin. That'll pretty much hit everything you fucking need. Oh fuck, like your calcium, your zinc, your whatever. It's all in there pretty much. It might be a little low on like magnesium, but you know, maybe stuff like that, get it on its own. But it'll have all the vitamin B and D and fucking everything else that's good for you. Now you're not necessarily gonna feel the benefits of taking your vitamins. You won't feel different the next day. Probably you won't even feel different like in a week. But well, I don't know. It depends on what kind of deficiency you have. But vitamins definitely gonna give you some improved performance over time. Because everybody's got a fucking vitamin D deficiency, and I know that you're not eating like a perfectly balanced diet that covers every macronutrient and micronutrient that you need. So, you know, I don't do that either, but that's why I take the vitamins to, you know, counteract the fact that I'm just eating a bunch of like, you know, plain simple carbs and, you know, protein powders and meats. Because for the most part, any normal Joe's diet, it's not going to hit all their micronutrient needs. But you take your daily vitamin, I think you'll be good. I think this one was actually a little shorter than normal. I was kind of pissed. I sort of put myself in a bad mood for chest. Because on that second set, the first set of the dumbbell bench, I usually set the dumbbells down on the rack kind of gentle like, just one at a time. But after that first set, I tried to just throw them both on at once, and I fucking overshot. So 150s straight to the fucking fingers. Uh, I thought, dude, I thought I was gonna look at my hands and see like fucking bones sticking out or something. But I guess I'm tougher than I thought. So they feel fine. Just a little sore. If you're still watching, then I'll give you the privilege of checking out the clip. Ugh. Oof. Whew. Oh, fuck. Whew. Oh, oh my God. That didn't fucking work. Yeah, when I when I fucking pull my hands away, I'm like, oh, I thought I was gonna see bone or something. Oof, freaky. So, well, now I know. Fucking be a little more careful. That's the first time I've ever done that. But you know, don't be a pussy. Unless you really fucked yourself up good, you know, just keep going. Don't cry about it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go home, take my vitamins, then go to bed. Fucking see you next time, goddammit. Who would have guessed it? 10 fucking thousand. Goddamn right. Looks like some people are finally coming to their senses. Yeah, that's sweet. Holy hell. So, for the 10K subscriber special, guess what? We're gonna hit back. Fucking same shit as normal. Doesn't matter if it's your birthday, if it's Christmas, whatever. Guess what? You still gotta train. It's the most important fucking thing. So weight, still fucking in the 250s. It's starting to get to me. But either way, back. I'm gonna crush it. Oh, you got me right in the fingers with that one. Fuck. Oh, shit. Federale's behind me. All right, so back. Same as usual, probably just gonna throw in, you know, rows, pull downs, pullovers. Maybe do a few machines, do a few sets of free weights. Just change it up. No matter what I do, I'll end up getting a pretty solid pump regardless. Oh, there we go. So, in terms of what I end up doing is I just order the main ingredients in bulk, right? So I've got little tubs of citrulline, arginine, got like these caffeine capsules. They're like 200 milligrams each. So what I do is, like, if I want a fucking good pre-workout that's a little bit cheaper than buying like whatever name brand one that you want, you know, it's all the same stuff. Then, you know, I just measure out 10 grams of the arginine, 10 grams of the citrulline. That's pretty much the maximum effective dose of those. So, you know, why would you want to buy a pre-workout? $40 for like a month's worth of servings. And then it's underdosed. So you have to take 2 scoops if you want, like, you know, an adequate amount of the pump products. Just, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense to me, right? So I just get at the main ingredients in bulk, mix them up. But you've got to add something to flavor the water. Because if you just mix up the arginine, the citrulline, and the caffeine with just water, and that was the end of it, you'd just be drinking like the most bitter chemical concoction you've ever tasted. So that's one plus with like the you know, the pre-made pre-workouts, is they actually taste good. So if you do my method, you go on Amazon, buy the bulk ingredients, you're gonna have to get either like some Crystal Light 0-calorie flavoring, or mix it up with Tang or some kind of juice. So I'm gonna finish this, then we can get over there and fucking kill back. Should be fucking sweet. Let's see how just the shirt outline is looking. Did it rip? I didn't hear a rip. Oh, that was definitely a good ass back day. I'm glad I went heavy on more than just one set of those barbell rows. Because for a lot of movements, after you do it, like, let's say you're warmed up. Once you do that first heavy set, it's almost like you just primed your muscle to be accustomed to that much weight. And then the next set will be, as easy, if not, close. Oh, all right, let's see what we're working with here. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna have to review the footage, but that was definitely a gnarly pump. So again, I mean, not a complicated workout at all, right? I give myself a few constraints, which are, about 11 sets per lift. Well, exactly 11 sets per lift. Make sure to start off with really heavy sets, and then make sure to have a crazy pump by the last set. So, in terms of the volume of sets that you should do each lift, pretty much the, basic rule of thumb is you're gonna wanna do about 20 to 25 real working sets per muscle group per week, right? So if you, aren't mathematically challenged, you should be able to extrapolate that data and figure out how many sets you should do per lift if you should be hitting everything twice a week, right? So 20 to 25 sets per week. And let's say I gotta do biceps twice a week. How many sets of biceps am I gonna do each lift? That's gonna be like about 10 to 12, which is about right. Because by the time you've done, 10 to 12, I'd say even 8 to 12 would be fine. By the time you've done that many sets for a specific body part in your lift, and they were actually real sets, you will have done enough work to stimulate growth. And a little sign that your workout's pretty much done is by the time that you're fully pumped. Because if you keep trying to push past, your maximum pump, like let's say I'm doing arms, let's say just biceps specifically. I get to set 11, my last set, I just slam the fuck out of it, whatever, fully pumped, skin's getting real tight. If I try to do another 5 extra sets, or 10 extra sets in that same lift, I'm not gonna get any benefit. All I'm gonna be doing is fatiguing the muscle, but not in such a way that it's gonna elicit any more muscle growth. So, 3 basic rules. A few basic rules. If you're just starting off lifting, you need to understand what's going on. Just do push-pull legs or the Arnold split. Doesn't matter. As long as you hit everything about twice a week. Make sure to go heavy on your compound lifts. So if you got chest, do some heavy pressing. Make sure you do at least a few sets as heavy as fucking possible. Don't just do all like light fly movements. For back, do some heavy rows. Legs, heavy squats. And then towards the end, to get a crazy pump, do some more isolation movements, like pec deck, or pullovers, or leg extensions. If you lift heavy, and you gotta pump, and then you're done, that was a successful workout. So, I got the Arnold in the morning. That shit's gonna be fucking fun. I guess if you're watching this now, it will have been, well, yeah, I guess I'll have, this will be posted by the time that I'm just sitting there. So if you got the notification that this video is posted, I'm at the Arnold for at least Saturday. So if you see me running around, I'm gonna be wearing the standard fucking hat, blue shirt, another pair of my gray sweats. So flag me down, take a picture or something, that'd be fun. So I'm gonna go finish calves and then get in the car. Boom! Back, calves, done. Let's get the fuck out of here. Whew. That was a really good back day. Just feeling super hype. Nice. Pump, freaky. Not so veiny as, on a calorie deficit. But, if you want to get big, you gotta be able to part ways with being like diced. I think that's a huge problem right now, in terms of like just the general psyche, like the general mindset of the lifting community is, nobody's out here telling people, well, at least not like crazy mainstream super often, that if you're a new lifter, shit, man, you gotta just focus on gaining mass, right? If you gain, if you can get up to, I'd say 180 pounds, lean, that's pretty good. I was about 185 or so lean, I don't know, a while ago, a long while ago. But yeah, shit, you look good in the gym. You fucking, actually, you know what? No, this goes against my whole, forget all that. You want to be as heavy as humanly possible. No, but okay, back to the point I was saying. Everybody, if you follow any of these, gym influencers, a lot of them just zoo culture style guys, you're not gonna hear, or at least you're not gonna pick up subliminally that you should do like a bulk, and you should try to gain weight. You should focus on eating a lot of food to bulk up, right? Because everybody that you're looking at, shit, they're diced. They look good. They're posting their, what would basically be described as like the final product of, all the work that they've put in. But you don't just get from noob to diced, and, well, you don't get from noob to diced and big, right? First, you have to gain, a considerable amount of weight. And then, if you want to, you cut down such that you at least have something to show off. You're not just gonna stay lean year round and gain muscle over time. That's not how it's gonna work. If you're lean, or if you see your favorite influencer and they're like veiny lean, guess what that means? That means that they are not growing. Well, for the most part. That just means that what they're doing is just to maintain what they've already built. So if you were to try to just copy their workouts exactly, and like copy their diet tips exactly, guess what's gonna happen? You're not gonna build shit, because all you're doing is following the steps to maintain a physique that's already been built, right? If you want to get big, you gotta watch some more educational shit. Like when I started, I remember I got a lot of good information from Jeff Nippard. Very smart guy. He has a lot of very good information in terms of like beginner tips and stuff like that. You know, he's gathered a lot of really good info, and he makes videos that are pretty easy to digest. So if you're like a total beginner, you don't know jack, I'd say look up like Jeff Nippard, how to start lifting or whatever, shit like that, because that stuff is going to be purely education. And if you're just starting out, the more information that you can absorb and like retain, the better. The better, because then that's going to get you started on some actually progressive habits. You know, making sure you sleep well, you hit every body part effectively, you rest, you make sure you eat enough food and you eat the right sorts of foods, at least in terms of like macros. You know, you eat enough carbs and fats and proteins. Because if you just go into it like you just watch Rocky 4 and you're hyped, guess what? You're not going to get big at all. It's not just, I think I said this either in the last video or before, it's not just you go in, you say you're going to fight your demons, and then you go hard and you play like loud ass funk music and you max out your bench for the second time this week. That's not going to get you fucking anywhere, right? This is more of an old school saying, but like working out, there's nothing inherently like pretty or flashy about it if you're actually making progress. It's just day in, day out. You gotta go to the gym, fucking lift hard, eat your food, sleep, boom. That is it. Now, you know, I enjoy it. I fucking love training. But if you're if you're kind of on the fence, you end up taking like, you know, a few week break from the gym every so often, then you're just not really into what you're doing. You're gonna have to figure out a way to get more excited about it. Because, you know, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, how do you expect to stick to any workout plan, right? So, you know, again, the more information you have, the easier it's going to be for you to cater your own workouts and your split to you and your own lifestyle. So instead of just following some, you know, schmo who tells you like this for your workout plan, you know, unless you like paid a coach and he's, you know, looking at your whole, and you tell him everything about yourself, you're keeping him updated, whatever, you know, just any kind of generalized workout plan, it's not going to be perfect for you specifically. You got to be, if you want to actually make long-term progress, you got to be smart enough to figure that shit out on your own. I forgot the fucking shake. So, fucking 50 grams of dextrose, 2 scoops of protein powder this time. Tastes kind of gross, but this shit is definitely going to improve your recovery post-workout. So the idea is that dextrose is the simplest sugar you can get your hands on. And, you know, if you take 50 grams of it, you know, straight down the hatch with some protein post-workout, all of those carbs are going directly into your muscles. For the most part, you know, bro science description of what's happening. And that's basically just going to jumpstart your recovery rather than, you know, waiting an hour and a half before you get home and shower and then have your post-workout meal. So, you know, this is kind of getting into the anabolic window. You'll hear people talk about like, oh shit, you got to get your post-workout meal in like seconds after you're done with your lift, or you're leaving gains on the table. To an extent, I fucking believe it, you know? Not to say that, like, if you work out and then you wait 2 hours before you eat, the workout won't have been effective. Like, you'll still have built, you know, your little bit of muscle, you'll have stimulated growth, but your recovery won't have been ideal, right? Pretty much as quick as you can, you're going to want to get some dextrose and some protein in. That's going to be the best case scenario. So let me try to just fucking chug this shit without crashing. Oh, whew. Wow, that's unsettling. Fuck. Oh, I gotta let that fucking. Oh, gross. Another thing, there's a few aspects of lifting where you're gonna benefit from just being able to, man up and do it. Like in terms of that dextrose shake, or whatever, like putting meals down to the point where you're uncomfortable, you're uncomfortably full. That's just shit that isn't, you can't just make it too easy. You kind of just have to do it. So, if you can build up a tough mindset like that, just try to, adapt a whatever it takes mentality, then that's going to be better. It's going to be, it's going to make it easier for you to achieve your fucking dreams. Well, dreams. Okay. It'll be easier for you to achieve your goals. Let's say that. Let's say goals. Which, in this instance, is going to be muscle growth. So I'm going to fucking get home, go to fucking bed, take my vitamins. I guess I'll take my vitamins first, then go to bed. And then Arnold tomorrow. Maybe I'll get a few little vlog style clips. Maybe not. I'll definitely take a shit ton of pictures though if I see people. So I'll fucking see you next time, god damn it. Right. Today is gonna be day 51 of the fucking bulk. A little bit of a jump from the last one. Got a little bit busy the last few days. Saturday though, that was fucking sweet. Went to the fucking Arnold. Holy shit. That was the first time I'd been to like a legit fitness expo. It's fucking awesome seeing all the monsters running around. The variety of influencers, TikTokers, all the standard mumbo jumbo. Shit, there's a bunch of you guys that fucking asked me for pictures. Had a little bit of had a few on and off conversations. It was great. This fucking word is spreading. No more sub 200 pounders. Just give it a few more months. So, again, people seem to either not watch enough of these videos or just forget what I say when I talk about my split. So, I'll bring it up this time. Again, chest, no, what am I saying? Legs, chest and shoulders, back, arms. Okay. Now, when I say that, people seem to just immediately think that it's a 7-day split. So I do those 4 workouts and then I take 3 days off and I only hit every body part once per week. And it's like a bro split. Wrong. I just repeat that right at the end of the cycle. So that would be an 8-day split, right? And then some people are freaking out that I'm doing 11 sets of lateral raises for shoulders. They're like, what's the point? I don't understand. So again, I'll break that down. Fucking general rule of thumb of my training and how you guys should be lifting as well. You hit everything twice a week. You do reasonably heavy weight, so your sets are actually hard. Oh, fuck. And then you finish the workout once you are pretty much fully pumped, because that's your cue that you're done. Once you're fully pumped, if you keep doing set after set, just trying to work through it, all you're doing is fatiguing yourself, and you're not going to get any extra benefit, right? When you're legit pumped, skin tight, that's the sign that's a good lift. You're done. And in terms of the amount of sets that I do per lift, that ends up being about 8 to 12, right? So I do 11. I just stick to that number because I've done it for a while. I like it. But, you know, you could do 8 to 12 sets per muscle group per lift. And as long as you go hard on all the sets, you should finish with a crazy pump. And that'll be the end of it. So, just as a little bit of a kind of basic gist of how I'm going about lifting. So today arms, started on triceps, move on to biceps, and then should be fucking pumped to hell. So somebody asked me if I would write down like the basics of the lift, or like break down the sets and exercises in the description. Then what's your incentive to watch the video? All right. Well, whatever. I gotta drink this pre, then we can go hit fucking arms. God damn it. Should be a gnarly pump. Mm. Oh, all right, that feels about right. Oh my god. Oh, fucking tired today. I had a huge exam yesterday. Oof, took a lot out of me. But on the more important matter, very good pump, as we can see. I really need to get a tape measure. I'm sure pumped, we're getting close to 20 inches. In terms of cold, uh, probably 19 or so. When I was down at 230 on my at the end of my last cut, they were about 18 and a half cold. So, hoping at least 19 cold now. All about progress. But other than that, I mean, that's the fucking end of the lift. I'm totally out of it. I gotta get some sleep. Had a lot of chores today. When I got my license renewed, fucking that was nice though. I got to change my weight. I don't remember what the weight was on my old license. I think it was like 180. And I moved it up to 250. So that felt pretty fucking good. So, time to finish calves and then fucking get in the car. God damn it. All right. Arms have been, I've been saying thrashed a lot. What should I say? Eviscerated? Is that a better term? Either way, arm workout was a success. Fucking triceps. Triceps felt better than biceps on this particular lift. In terms of buys, the pump was feeling a little bit stingy. Like, I was really having to work for it. Now, why that is, I don't know. I don't know, man. This is weightlifting, you know. It's not like a perfect science, right? Shit'll just feel off some days, whatever. Obviously, at the end, totally pumped. So maybe it just has something to do with fatigue. Hard to say. So, yeah, fucking Arnold. That was sweet as all hell. Fucking booths. I kind of thought they would be handing out a lot more shit. Like, I was kind of disappointed that it was just like pre-workout samples. Uh, Everybody was getting Reigns, the fucking little the energy drink. There's Reigns fucking coming out of people's asses. Whew. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't have. Next time, I got to make a whole weekend out of that. Stay for a few days. Because I just went on Saturday, pretty much like open to, I don't know, like 3 or so. So it's definitely cool seeing a congregation of lifters like that. That was the first time that was the first time I'd been somewhere like with that kind of population. Just seeing, it's crazy. It's crazy seeing the 300 pounders walking around. like, like I definitely don't feel small, but holy shit, fucking room to grow, as it were. Certainly room to grow. So, in terms of vitamins, I was getting a question about this. What vitamins would I recommend? Uh, I said this before in one of the end of the last videos. Just take a men's multivitamin, uh, and that's not gendered speech. Me saying men's multivitamin, 99 point, may as well be 9% of my viewers are guys. So that's pretty much who I'm going to be directing my advice to. So just get a men's multivitamin. You can get it in a gummy, right? It's not that fucking hard, and just one a day, you'll be good. You're not going to feel much better like the day after you take one, but over time, it's definitely going to make sure you've got enough, shit floating around in your body that all your functions will be working properly. Everybody's got a vitamin D deficiency. I know you're not getting enough sun, especially in the wintertime. So why not? Full day of eating. It's pretty much just getting a bunch of comments on everything now about having a full day of eating. Uh, I'll. It's gonna happen eventually. Fuck. Uh, I like sitting on my phone when I'm eating. So if I gotta record with the phone, it's fucking throwing me off. But it'll come. Just keep an eye open for, bulk day X, full day of eating. I'll make it its own thing, and then another upload of the lifts for that day. So just keep an eye out. In terms of the pre-workout that I get, uh, like I said in one of the last videos, I just buy the main ingredients in bulk. Like I'll do the citrulline, I think citrulline malate, L-arginine, and caffeine. The caffeine will come in. You can get like 100 milligram capsules, crazy cheap. So depending on how much you want in the pre, you just take the appropriate scoops out of each, throw in the caffeine, and you're good to go. Certainly cheaper than buying a pre-made pre-workout. But, you're also going to have to add it to some kind of flavored drink, like a juice or a Tang or like a 0-calorie something or other, because those chemicals do not taste good. Like just the basic pre-workout ingredients taste like shit. Random, like bitter. Ugh. I remember I tried one with water once, just straight up water. Ooh, my mistake. In terms of like crazy stimulants, like DMAA, stuff like that, I got a comment about this. Uh, I have yet to dabble. I don't really feel the need. I'm not a stim junkie. Just the caffeine's been good enough for me now. I definitely think that the stimulant rabbit hole is one that can definitely, consume a lot of lifters, or at least like impressionable lifters, right? Because let's think about this. You know, if you got two beginners and one of them is looking up like the craziest, not for human consumption pre-workout, and the other one is watching videos about like, you know, how to diet, how to, you know, how to set up your training split, you know, how to make sure you take your right supplements or whatever. You know, who do you think is going to get fucking bigger over time? Even with the same training. You know, the guy who's cracked off his ass on DMAA and 900 milligrams of caffeine like a fool, or the dude who, you know, has put his time into, you know, things that'll actually elicit results, like diet and training, rather than, you know, just getting fucking cracked, shooting your heart rate up to 180 and giving yourself heart palpitations. It's like, no good, no good. When I hear people say they're taking like even 500 milligrams of caffeine per lift, it's just, I don't know. When people say that they need a break from caffeine, or they need a tolerance break, at least in like a lifter pre-workout context, I definitely feel like the reasoning behind that is, you know, they reach a point where they get pretty much acclimated to the amount of caffeine that they take at once. And then, you know, they want to double up. So instead of just, you know, taking the pre-workout with like, you know, 200 milligrams of caffeine in it or whatever, they take their pre-workout with an energy drink or two or whatever, just so they can be fucking, you know, blitzed out of their mind in the gym, and can actually feel like all jittery. I don't think it's going to make you bigger. And for the most part, that's my mentality on whether or not something is valuable, right? Am I going to get bigger if I improve my training? Okay, I'll try to work on it. Am I going to get bigger if I improve my diet? Okay, I'll try to work on it. Am I going to get bigger if I try to sleep as much as possible? All right, I'm going to work on it. Am I going to get bigger if I take more caffeine? Uh, I don't see the correlation. Maybe, you know, I'm not your dad, but I mean, considering like the normal distribution of muscle development, I think I'm definitely on the higher end. So, you know, maybe that's my credentials when it comes to advice. So, if you're going crazy on the caffeine, maybe chillax just a little. So, I'll just finish it off right there. Really throwing a lot of shade at stim junkies with this speech. But whatever. Oh shit. Dextrose shake. Fuck. Is drinking a dextrose shake after my lift's gonna make me bigger? Yes. Alright, here the fuck it is. Dextrose. Watch another video if you want the explanation. God, I gotta slam this shit. Alright. I'll slam this after this. I'm gonna go home, take my vitamins, and go to fucking bed. God damn it. So we're getting close to halfway through the bulk. Hope you guys are getting fucking huge too if you're doing it. So I will see you next time. 50 day 50 something. Oh, don't remember. I have been fucking busy. I have not been lounging. Midterms were going hard this week. Oh, I just finished the last one today, so we should get back on the daily upload schedule like normal. Oh my god. If you know anything about compressible flow, yikes, am I right? But on a more important matter, today is fucking leg day. Holy shit. I'm already getting nervous. So, standard procedure, hamstring curls, tons of them for hamstrings. It's pretty much all I'll do. Maybe like a light RDL as a superset towards the end. And then I'm going to try squatting again today. If you've been keeping up with these, you know, like, I think it was the last leg day I said I was going to chill out on squats for a bit. Because I starting to feel my adductor acting up a little. That's like, it's kind of one of the muscles up in your groin area. You know the machine where you squeeze your legs together? That's the one. So, leg day should be fucking sweet. Got the pre going. Fucking excited. So, yeah. What am I even doing here? Let's fucking get in there. Oh, dude. Holy fuck. This is the most tired I've been after a lift. This is the most tired I've been after a lift in like weeks. No, it's only good because I did it. If I was well rested, I would feel much better. Maybe. All right. Whatever. So, hamstrings thrashed like normal. But once I got to those squats, holy crap. The fact that I haven't squatted in like 2 weeks or so, dude. Even though like my strength was still there, it fucking destroyed me. I had to take like honestly, I think I took like 10 minutes before I moved on to the next set. Not ideal. But in the end, it looks like it all worked out. Because I've got a pretty filthy quad pump. Oh, jeez. Oh. Honestly, I should really get a tape measure. I say this all the time, especially with arms as well, because then I'd actually be able to measure the pump and see if my legs are getting thicker. I'm sure they are, but that'd just be a cool thing to track. Oh my God. Well, legs done. Oh my God. I'm gonna finish off some calves, and then we can get in the car, do a little bit of get a little bit of car talk going. Oh crap! Whoa, man, I was getting fucked up. That was hard. That was a hard lift, but made it happen. Legs got pumped to hell. Sweet. So, back in the car. Time for my goddamn dextrose shake. Got 50 grams of dextrose, 1 scoop of protein powder right after you're done lifting. That is going to be fucking good for you. Insulin spike, nutrients straight to the muscle. Jumpstart your recovery. And keep you nice and full. So, let's see. What else is there to talk about? So hamstrings were pretty much seamless. Weight was moving light. Pump came easy. But quads, on the other hand, was a little bit of a different story. I think it's because it's been like a week and a half or 2 weeks since I've squatted. That fucking first set of squats took me out. Then the pendulum felt good, but at the end, leg extensions were, dude, I was going super light. So, quad still reasonably pumped, but good night's rest. Keep eating all my food. Next leg day should be much better. Oh my God. Well, time to fucking go home. I already took my vitamins. I took them earlier in the day just because now, right when I go to bed, or right when I get home from the gym, I don't want to sit here and like take out specific vitamins and get everything together. I just want to fucking shower, eat, bed. So, another successful day of training under the belt. Time to fuel up, rest up, and then I got chest tomorrow. Fucking. There's another gym kind of nearby me. It's the, I forget what it's called. It's like double the drive of my normal gym, but they got 200-pound dumbbells. They got dumbbells up to 200. So I may or may not go there for the next video because I'm getting fucking tired of the 150s. If you've seen any of the chest day videos, you know I'm like throwing them around like butter. So if I were to guess, 175s for 10, easy. Well, not easy, but you know, pretty much guaranteed. 200s, I don't know if I could hit that right now, but one day, maybe even in this bulk, I don't know. We'll have to see how big and strong I can get. But the only way I'm going to be able to do any of that is if I get proper rest. So, time to go to fucking bed once I get home. So I will see you next time. Fucking chest and shoulder day. I think it's day 54? Day 50 something. Uh, you know, whatever. Doesn't, I'll remember it later. So, chest and shoulders. Fucking start off with chest, extra heavy. I don't know what I want to do first. Maybe barbell, maybe dumbbell, I don't know. But chest is pretty much just going to be pressing, probably 4 sets or 5 sets of some kind of pressing movement to be determined. Then probably a few sets of some sort of fly, either pec deck or cables. Then jump onto a machine press, and then finish off probably with cables again. It's pretty much my bread and butter for chest. Pretty much all incline. Like some of the flies will be like a flat movement, but there is just probably no reason for you to be doing decline work for your chest, because your lower pec, that's going to be the most easily developed. I guess just because of the fucking nature of people's genetics, but everybody has a fine lower chest for the most part as they grow. But what lacks is people's upper chest. That's what really gives you like a full, cool look. So you're probably not gonna catch me doing much flat pressing, right? Like never flat bench. Oh, just at least not that often. Sometimes I'll throw it in as like a little bit of a drop set variation. Like, whatever. If I do it, you'll see it. But yeah, pretty much focus on incline. That's going to give you a more aesthetic chest, having a big upper chest shelf. And then shoulders. I don't really work front delts much. In general, your front delts are going to be developed enough. Just from doing pressing movements, you're working them. So side delts, everybody hits them. Everybody loves doing side lateral raises. But what really gets neglected on the shoulders is the rear delts. That's what'll give you a way more impressive look from the side, especially because that'll really round out your shoulder. So if you can build some big ass rear delts, that's going to make you look way better. So, how are you going to do that? Reverse pec deck, heavy face pulls, bent over, rear delt lateral raises, just whatever. But so once I get on the shoulders, it's just going to be, probably all of the working sets are just going to be dumbbell lateral raises or, some other variations. And then rear delts, I don't know, I'll figure out as I go. So I'm going to finish this pre and then we can fucking get in there. All right. So I just ended up doing 11 sets of the just standing lateral raises. I don't want to overcomplicate it. And, clearly it fucking did something. God damn it. Oh. Oh yeah. Whew. Fucking rear delt pump is really popping out. Like I was saying in the car, that's what's going to give you that round look around the back. Plus, if you've got all front delts, you're going to be walking around like this, all hunched over like a fool. So, having big rear delts too will improve your posture. So, in terms of chest and shoulders, that's going to be it. Fucking went crazy heavy on chest. Shoulder pump was good as always. Let's hit a fucking back double by. Really showcase the fucking shoulder pump. Oh my god. Fucking overpowering the arms, god damn it. So I'm gonna finish calves. Then we can get some car talk going. Chest demolished. Holy shit. Shoulders was good too. But chest was the real chest was really the intense muscle group of the lift. When I do shoulder, I mean, I'm not like completely demolishing my shoulders because I feel like they're already reasonably developed. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a pussy. Is that it? Should I be going just as hard on shoulders? Whatever. Still got a good shoulder pump. Rear delt's good. Side delt's good. The calf pump at the end was fucking gnarly, especially since my quads were still sore. Like putting the little pad on top of them when I was doing the seated calf raises, that shit was kind of starting to hurt. But yeah, fuck, 405 for four freaking reps, and 4.5 reps, whatever. That's not insanely bad. Last bulk, I got 6. Actually, maybe it was 5.5. I don't remember. I'd have to replay the archive footage. That was a few months ago. But shit, 4 plates, 4 reps, more to come. It's not about the weight, obviously. Like in a bodybuilding context, like trying to push the envelope with your top set like that, it may not be any more conducive to growth than just doing my normal, like lighter sets, not as not redlining it so much, but whatever. I still got a little bit of an ego. I wanna I wanna fucking see what I can do. So 4 plates for 10 reps. That would be fucking gnarly. I don't know if I can actually get this bulk. But definitely going to dabble with the 4 plates again. And with some of it, it's almost a little bit of a mental thing. Like, let's say you're a lifter and you're trying to, I'm not condoning you do 1 rep maxes, But let's say you're trying to hit 225 for a 1 rep max, or whatever weight, who cares? Uh, Once you hit it, or let's see, what am I trying to say here? Okay, wait. All right, let's backpedal a little bit. You got 2 lifters. Each of them have the same level of strength, right? Now, one of them has hit, let's say, 225 for 1 rep before. He has hit it, and the other one has not hit it. But they both have the same level of strength. Uh, the one who has hit it before will be able to hit it again, just because in his mind, he knows for a fact that he can do it. And the other guy is like, oh, fuck, I don't know if I can do it. And that extra little bit of anxiety like that can kind of hold you back a little. So just me doing that set again with the 4 plates, next chest day, even if I don't get any stronger, I'm almost certain I'll be able to do at least another rep, maybe even 2, just because, now I've got that set, I've hit that weight under my belt, so I'll be a lot more confident. Because when you're really pushing it, your mentality is what's going to, it's not the only thing, but it's going to be up there with dictating how hard you can go, right? If I'm feeling extra tired, or I'm not motivated or whatever, I'm sure that it would affect my sets and my number of reps and like how hard I could go, compared to if I was really fucking excited and hype. So I said this before, the more excited you can be in the gym, and like not anxious, but the more like antsy you can be about getting ready for your next set. Like, holy shit, come on, let's fucking hit it. Come on, like just getting excited like that, greatly gonna fucking improve your performance over the long term. Especially compared to like the flip side of the coin. If if you're a guy and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta hit the gym, shit. What kind of muscle are you gonna grow with that mindset? You want to achieve your goal of getting big. You're doing what you need to do by going to the gym, so you're on track. You should be fucking excited. So, a little bit beating a dead horse with that one, but yeah. So, more weight to come. I didn't end up going to that other gym. I didn't want to make the drive, so that'll happen eventually. Because I want to feel some dumbbells heavier than the 150s. 150s are the heaviest dumbbells I have ever benched. So let's see, what else is there to talk about? How did I start lifting? What was the origin of that? Let's get into a little bit of a lore. So I always did like sports and shit as a kid, especially at like, well, let's just break down like the whole life story. Like little kid, I was doing like soccer in the summer like everybody, and then I do like a swim club, because like my older sister swam, so they had me and my younger brother do it as well. So whatever, time passes, and then eventually I was doing gymnastics. That was like my whole middle school thing. I was getting pretty good at that. I quit doing it like 16 because I wasn't going to get that good. But I was definitely doing some cool shit. But sometimes they would train in the weight room. And that was my first exposure to like actual weights and like lifting. We were doing bench and curls and squats or whatever. And sometimes I think about this. We're in the weight room one day, and this was back when I was like a 160-pound kid. And I remember I was doing, I think it must have been rows. It was something. And I was just fucking going crazy, I guess. And I remember after I finished the set, my coach, Stan, He's like, dude, Sulek, you gotta chill out. I still think about that. That's a cool moment. But whatever. That was like my initial exposure to the gym. And of course, every summer, I would always talk to my buddies like, all right, this summer we're gonna get jacked. So, after a few summers of that, once I quit doing the gymnastics, I was like, all right, shit, let's fucking do it. So of course I had a like just a little set of dumbbells in the basement. So the first thing that I did was I grabbed the 30s and I brought them into my room. And pretty much just every day when I was in there playing games or whatever bullshit I was doing, I just get up, grab the 30s, and start curling them. Just doing curls. Oh shit. And then gradually it progressed to like I convinced my dad to buy me a little weight, not even a rack. It was like two weight stands because we had a barbell and some weights as well. So after a few weeks of just doing like the random curls, once I got that little rack with a bench, I was just doing bench every few days. Uh, and then I knew a guy named fuck, is it Brandon? Oh, shit, now I feel like an asshole. Yeah, it is Brandon. Uh, well, the guy in high school, he was a bodybuilder. His name was Brandon. I don't know why, I just like forgot his name. But he kind of indoctrinated me into it. Like he brought me into the YMCA once. I was like training back with him. He started watching Callum von Moger back in his prime. It's fucking badass. And then ever since then, once I started to learn about, splits and macros and hitting your protein, like taking your vitamins, uh, I was just locked in. So haven't stopped since then. That was probably about, uh, I think I started actually going to the gym consistently uh, about August of 2018. So that would put me at about, 4.5 years in now, getting close to 5-ish. So, moved from a 160 pounder up to a 250 pounder. Uh, and I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine, uh, you know, such a long-term goal like that. Like a lot of younger guys nowadays, it's just like, oh fuck, I want to get lean like all the fucking Gymshark guys, and then I'll look good. It's like there's no more love for muscle. It's not about the beef anymore. It's just about getting lean and an aesthetic. Eh, whatever, you know. Uh, if you talk to any older guys at the gym, you and you actually are kind of chummy with them, you'll know that they say some shit, or they'll say shit where it's like, yeah, fucking all the kids are just wearing stringers nowadays. You used to earn that. And to an extent, I think they're fucking right. You gotta, you can't just talk the talk. You gotta walk the walk too. So even back then, though, when I was like, super small, or not, whatever, 160 pounds, as big as you can be. Back then, I was just always excited about improving. I didn't have like a tangible weight goal that I wanted to hit. Pretty much the mentality was, I want to get fucking bigger. And that hasn't changed. That is the fucking goal. Get fucking bigger. So, definitely on that right now with the bulk. And I'm going to keep it going for the foreseeable future. So, going to go home, get some kind of food. I already drank my post-workout carb shake, so didn't have to drink that in the car because I was fucking around in the gym after I was done because a group of my buddies walked in, so I was hanging out with them for a bit. So I'm gonna go home, take my vitamins, fucking go to bed. Back day tomorrow. Fucking excited. Gonna see what I can row. Time to get fucking well rested before then. So I will see you next time. God damn it.